The NFL Super Bowl is regarded as one of the biggest sporting events of the year, with millions of people watching the game from the comfort of their homes or maybe with a pint down at their local pub. But with awkward time differences and lacklustre performances, the 2019 Super Bowl failed to attract the English following that was perhaps expected. You only need to visit the Spitfire, a pub based in Southampton city centre, where the sports event was played for live and for free on television. But despite staying open till 5 AM with a free showing of America's greatest sporting event, the Spitfire only saw an attendance of 5 people. General manager of the pub, Ben Sampson, believes that promotion of the Super Bowl and smart planning is essential in order to avoid this poor turnout for future games.
I certainly think there's certain aspects where it's got to get better at. Certainly in terms of pushing like Super Bowl, I certainly think looking at this year it hasn't quite been as successful. I think it's like with the World Cup and the Six Nations, if you plan it right then there's no reason why you can't get people in, but if you don't plan it, like in certain cases where you don't get it right, then you're ending up with 5 people in the pub and you're sort of struggling really, so it's not worth keeping the site open really.
With this year's event being the lowest scoring Super Bowl in history, it's easy to see why the following in England is at a disappointing level. Although the turnout at the Spitfire has been less than spectacular, one NFL fan believes that the sport needs to be more diverse if it has any chance of attracting English fans.
It's getting more diverse with how many fans are actually coming in. Let's say pubs, for example, as people actually always come in asking if we're showing the actual sport. And for them people to come in, and there's going to be loads of other people in the pub itself who probably have never seen a game of American football before, and they might get intrigued in it themselves, and that's how it can start getting a bit more diverse.
But as fan viewing slumps to a miserable low, American football participation is experiencing a steady increase. This is emphasised down at Test Park, where the Solent RedHawks American football team trained for their upcoming games in the Bucks South Eastern League. Leading the RedHawks is head coach Russ Hewitt, who believes that the NFL need to target the younger generation when planning for the future.
The work has started, but it needs to get to the kids. The kids are the ones that are getting excited. When I was younger, I used to watch on TV, and that's what started me. And that's really what's happening now with the NFL games. If you can get into schools, universities have got the great opportunity of sports coaching. You're doing media here, we've got sports coaches here. If they can get out and make it entertaining and get them publicly seen, that's what helps. People realising the game's on.
As the participation levels increase for the university leagues, RedHawks quarterback Edward Wise believes that the sport needs an increase in promotion if it has any chance of growing outside the uni environment.
It's like the most popular, gaining popularity. It's one of the most popular growing mod sports in Britain, and obviously in Europe it is growing hugely. We have the NFL coming over here, and more and more people are like watching the Super Bowl. I think so. It's getting more popular, and more teams are popping up everywhere. You don't really see it advertised anywhere, really. So maybe it could be advertised a bit more, but. Yeah, I think most people that play, especially in senior, have gone through the university football kind of scheme. So that's where most people pick up American football in the university.
With the Super Bowl receiving a television audience of 111 million viewers, the interest in America is far greater than in Britain. As university participation increases for American football across the UK, we will have to wait another year to see if the NFL have decided to improve their image in Britain for the 2020 Super Bowl.